boy. Hi you guys, this is Momo and this one is Appa right here. Momo just really does not like being held. These are my two little angel babies. She's super sweet, but she just doesn't like being picked up, so I'm gonna put her down. This is my sweet angel baby, Appa. Appa. Love you. You want me to put you down? Yeah? No? Okay, I keep you here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi and it's been a while since I last filmed a video, but here we are. I decided to do this holiday look for like Christmas and New Year's. I'm really happy with how this makeup look turned out. I always love a red lip. I feel like it really suits my face and it can kind of jazz up whatever boring eye look that I do. I never really get that creative with my eyes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in and let's get into the video. Okay, so I have been using this thing for the past few months. This is a little face razor. It's just a little blade. It's not super sharp, so you don't have to be afraid of like cutting yourself. But I use this to do my eyebrows and to get rid of all the peach fuzz on my face, and like I do my mustache and stuff. I know some people have concerns about this with maybe getting breakouts from using a razor, but you can, I mean, I've easily gotten around that by just washing my face and disinfecting this before I use it. I've been able to avoid breakouts from this by doing that. And I know I have like a huge zit on my face right now, but that's because I think I figured out why I break out, like the main reason why I personally break out, and it's because of makeup. I'm using the Fit Me Dewy foundation in the shade 330. So the reason I think that makeup is why I break out is because during the summer, like a solid 3 months, I didn't wear makeup. And my skin was so clear during that 3 months, like not a single breakout. My skin texture was amazing, super smooth. And I clean my brushes pretty often and I take all of those precautions to make sure everything's sanitary. But I don't know, if you can wear makeup without breaking out, you're really lucky. This is the Tarte foundation brush. Anyway, yeah, I got that zit because I wore makeup last week. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium Dark 2.5. So I like to let my concealer sit a little bit before I blend it out. It moves around less when you let it sit. But I just go ahead and blend out the concealer around my mouth before I do my under eyes. Do you guys like my background? I have my Christmas tree back there. I was really excited about Christmas this year because this is my first year celebrating in my own house and like decorating the space that I actually live in. Growing up, I didn't celebrate Christmas because my family is Muslim. My husband's family is not really religious, but they do celebrate Christmas. So we've been together for the past 4 years, so I've gone to his house to celebrate every year, which is nice and fun and everything, but it's just different decorating your own house and like having a tree for the first time. So now I'm gonna blend out just the edges of my concealer, and I like just to do the edges because I get more control with where the concealer goes with a little brush. And then I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender to do the rest of the blending. As crazy as this year was, this was probably one of the best years of my life. Unrelated to COVID, just a lot of firsts. I graduated from school. My last semester was 2019 summer semester. And then I got my first job right out of school. And then I moved out for the first time. Got married this year actually in January. And you guys may be wondering, like, you were engaged and you still didn't move out yet. My parents are very old school. They did not allow me and my now husband to move out until we were actually married. So we got engaged end of summer 2019. Even then, my parents didn't let us move out until we were like legally married on paper. I know, they're really old school. If you have brown parents, you know what I'm talking about. So we got married in January of this year, just on paper, and we had kind of a small ceremony with just some family and close friends, which was really nice. But we didn't have an actual wedding yet. Our wedding date at a proper venue and like having like a large wedding is set for August of 2021. And fingers crossed, COVID is not gonna affect that. Hopefully things die down by then. After we got married, we moved out a few months later. So this was at the very, very beginning of COVID when we moved out into this apartment. And it's been so wonderful living on our own for the first time. Like when we were dating, we always talked about how wonderful it would be to finally live together and stuff. And then we finally did it. So it honestly feels kind of surreal finally living together, and it's been nothing but good. I know some people have a hard time transitioning from not living together to living together, but I feel like we've been together for so long that it really wasn't a hard transition. And I think a big factor was our levels of tidiness and cleanliness are really similar, so it just wasn't a difficult transition to move in. But yeah, if some of you are wondering, my husband's actually white. His parents were not nearly as strict as mine. So whenever we'd have like secret sleepovers, I'd sleep over at his house because his parents didn't really care about that. Another plus side, I think, is both of us were lucky enough to still have our jobs and be able to fully work from home. So we've both been working from home since kind of the beginning of COVID. I feel like we've gotten a lot of use out of this apartment since we're in it constantly. And I actually really like working from home. I kind of prefer it. So now that my concealer is mostly dry, I'm gonna go over it with a blending sponge. And then I'm gonna set my concealer with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm gonna also kind of reverse contour with the powder. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and then just brush off the excess. So now I'm gonna do powder contour. And I like to use bronzers rather than actual contour powders because contour powders are usually very grayish and bronzers are a little bit more vibrant and saturated. So I'm just gonna go really light with this angled brush. And I'm gonna just go over my nose like this. I like a bronzed looking nose. And then I'm gonna take this small little e.l.f. contour brush and to the tops of the bridge of my nose. That's good for bronzer. And then I'm gonna go in with blush on a big fluffy e.l.f. brush. And I like to bring the blush kind of onto my nose as well and connect it to my cheeks. Now I'm gonna start on my eyes, and since this is kind of like a festive holiday look, I'm gonna put a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna use the Desert Oasis palette by BH Cosmetics. It's my favorite palette. It's kind of my go-to palette. It has everything that you need. It's a little bit messy, but it really has everything that you need. So I'm gonna start with my usual base shade, Canyon. This one right here, and I'm gonna take it on a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just go over my whole lid. Okay, and then next, I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here, Utopia. It's kind of like a golden, sparkly color. I'm just gonna take that on my finger and put that in the center of my lid. Before I do like my eyeliner and stuff, I'm gonna do setting spray. I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I'm gonna use my favorite eyeliner ever. This is the NYX That's the Point eyeliner. So I'm just gonna do a simple wing. Oh, and speaking of firsts this year, I got into woodworking, and me and my husband actually built our coffee table that's in our living room right now, and we built a dining table and a console table. So if you guys want, I can do kind of like a house tour video showing the furniture that we built. It was hard, but it was definitely worth it. And now we have this amazing dining table in our dining room and the coffee table, and we're getting so much use out of it. We built a 6-seater dining table and got these beautiful chairs from Beauclair. So yeah, if you guys want to see a little house tour, I want to show off the Christmas decorations too. I went for like a rustic Christmas theme. I put like acorns on the Christmas tree and stuff. So there's my eyeliner done. For my bottom lash line, I think I'm gonna do a glittery liner look. I'm gonna take on this little angled brush that I dampened with some water. I'm gonna go into that same shade that I used on my lid. And then I'm also gonna use this darker sparkly shade called Prickly Pear. And then do my bottom lash line. But yeah, every time we use the dining table now, we're like, holy crap, I can't believe we built this with our own 2 hands. We used red oak to build both the coffee table and the dining table. And we got that lumber from Home Depot. And we actually saved a lot of money building our own furniture rather than buying it, because buying like solid wood furniture at retail prices, it's insane. I think we spent on the dining table $300 in materials for just the wood. And then when we looked online for solid oak dining tables, they were like $5,000. So first I'm gonna use this Rimmel eyeliner. And this is brown with a little bit of sparkle in it. So hopefully that darkens things up. And then I'm gonna go in with a little more of that sparkly Utopia color and go over that to add a little bit more sparkle to it. But actually the last thing I'm gonna do is go in with that same sparkly Utopia color again and do my inner corner highlight with that. Now I'm gonna do my mascara. And I'm just gonna curl my lashes, put some mascara on, and then I think I'm gonna do falsies as well, since this is kind of a more glamorous, festive look. The mascara that I'm using is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. I really like this one. I think it holds a curl really well. I'm gonna put on my lashes off camera because I just have a hard time putting lashes on camera, but I'll be back. My falsies are on now. I also did my bottom lashes. So now I'm gonna move on to my eyebrow. So I'm just gonna take off the foundation and powder and stuff. I'm gonna use my 3 favorite brow products. I've been using this combination for the past, I think almost a year now, and I really love it. So first I'm gonna go in with the NYX micro brow pencil. I'm gonna brush my brows upwards before I start. And then I'm just gonna line right underneath them. I just fill in some gaps that I have. And then I set my brows with the 24-hour Brow Setter by Benefit. And then once I do that, I take the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint, and it's like a brow, like liquid liner for your brow. And then I just do the end and make it nice and pointed at the end. Okay, so there's one brow done, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other brow. Okay, so there you go. My eyebrows are done. And the very last thing I'm gonna do is my lips. And I think I'm gonna do a red lip since I want it to be kind of Christmassy and festive. Another really wonderful first that's happened this year is I got these 2 little angels. They're Bengal cats, for anyone that's wondering. They have this beautiful coat. Look at that. They look like little leopards. And their personalities are like the perfect mix between a dog and a cat. And they're super vocal, which I love. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to have pets growing up. My parents just didn't want animals in the house. So yeah, this is my first time having pets of my own. And growing up, I've always wanted a cat. Like in high school, I went to the Humane Society and tried to adopt a cat, but they knew I was in high school, and you can't adopt an animal unless you get consent from whoever owns the house that you're living in. So yeah, that plan didn't go too well. So I'm gonna start with lining my lips. I'm using this Annabelle lip liner in the shade Flame. Okay, so my camera battery died, but I just went over that first lip liner with this darker lip liner. Look who's sitting on my lap, my little baby. Appa's so cuddly, like all he does is spend time on my lap. If I'm sitting anywhere, he just immediately comes over and sits on my lap. He's so sweet. So I'm gonna use this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Exorcism. And while that's still wet, I'm gonna quickly go over it with the Fenty Beauty Uncensored liquid lipstick. And the reason that I do that is because most red lipsticks are just a little too light for what I like with my skin tone. But then if you go a little darker than that, it just gets too dark. Like there's no in between. So I like mixing them, and it gives me like the perfect red lip. The cats are another reason why I really enjoy working from home, because I just get to hang out with them the whole time. Before I had a pet of my own, I never really understood how much you can actually love a little animal, because these guys are like my family now, which is probably like a really generic thing to say. And if you already have pets, or if you grew up with pets, you probably understand that, but it's a new feeling for me. Also, by the way, cats get a really bad rep. People that don't own cats think that cats are like these really antisocial, cold little animals, but from my experience and from a lot of my friends that have cats, they're not like that at all. They're super cuddly. Appa over here loves sitting on my lap all the time. He loves getting pet, and he loves getting a bunch of kisses. Momo is a little less of a lap cat. She does sit on my lap, but a lot less often than Appa does. But even then, she likes sitting next to me. Like if I go to another room, she always follows me to the room and just sits next to me. So cats are pretty social. They just like being around people, and they're super good with guests. Whenever anyone comes over, they aren't scared or shy at all. And I think that's because we socialized them a lot when we first got them. Like we had them around a lot of different people. They were picked up a lot when they were little, tiny little babies. Right now, they're actually 7 months and 9 months old. So they're still really young. They've been growing so freaking fast, like right in front of my eyes. They were so tiny only a few months ago. So another wonderful thing that's happened this year is I got a new engagement ring. This is seriously my dream ring. I say a new engagement ring because I had a different one when we first got engaged. And this might seem like really extra and really ridiculous, but I kind of hated my first ring, and I picked it out too. I picked that ring out myself, and I don't know what I was thinking. I picked it out during when I was writing my final exams in my last semester of school, and it's never a good idea to make any big decisions when you're stressed out from writing exams. And I look at that ring, I can put a picture up of what the ring looks like. Some people like it. It's really not me though. Like it's just too much. I definitely prefer something a lot more simple and timeless, and I just really love the oval shape as well. Like my favorite diamond shape ever. Yeah, anyway, that is it for the look. I am going to go change into a more festive, Christmassy, holiday type of outfit and put some jewelry on, and I will be right back. Okay, so here is the final look. I changed into a sweater dress, which I think I'll insert a little clip of the whole outfit. So I've been thinking of vlogging some wedding planning related content. We have some stuff coming up in January. Like I said before, our wedding date is end of August 2021. So it's quickly approaching, and we're trying to ramp up planning for everything. So I think that'll be nice to vlog some wedding planning content for you guys. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Let me know any other suggestions that you guys have for videos, and I will definitely take a look. And you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you want to. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi. Say hi, Appa. Hi. He's so sweet. My little baby. I love you.